Yo, shout out to the Most High. That's almost eyes, even on Lord Status, L-Deez, also known Lawrence the One. For another episode, I Need to Know. My special guest, introduce yourself.
I'm Keidra. Some of you guys may know me as Keidra on stage.
Okay. So when did you add the on stage to Keidra?
You know what? Okay, so let me tell y'all. In the beginning, it was Vixen on stage. I'm sorry, Vixen backstage.
Vixen backstage.
I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan, and so Dirty Diana is one of my favorite songs. She was backstage. It inspired me. Social media started coming into play when I started like really playing that song on repeat. And so I was like Vixen backstage. And then it moved to Keidra on stage because I was like, I'm getting serious with my music. And then I was like, you know what? I don't need any gimmicks. So Keidra on stage. So it was a little timeline.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. No. I'm not going to let you off the hook just that quick. So did you have any other stage names before Vixen on stage?
I have aliases.
Okay, you want to talk about them and how you got them, or you want to keep them alias? Because I know you might be Catwoman. You might be this during the day at your job, and at night you're stopping bippers.
That's funny. No. So like when people would holler at me and stuff, I would Yvette. I would say Yvette.
Okay.
I would say Yvette. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of that, because, you know, I'm a conversationalist and stuff like that, I took some notes because we chopped it up a little bit. So I took some notes and stuff like that because we're going to cover a lot. But I want to know something. Have you ever gave somebody your alias and then end up getting into a relationship with them and had to tell them your real name?
No, they end up knowing. Like, so if it was a relationship, then it was something serious. So they would have had to come around my family. And my family called me Keidra.
Gotcha.
My cousins called me Yvette. So they would choose which one they want to do now, moving forward.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
damn.
it was never no fake name.
Okay.
Never no fake name.
I mean, never a fake name. Never a fake name.
Never.
Not once. Okay. I remember one time I was out there during my Mac days last night. No. I remember one time, so, you know, I used to be doing my thing. This is a way long time ago, the 90s and shit like that. So I went out with my girlfriend, and we all having dinner. And then the waitress, I was trying to holler at her like about 6 months before she came into the picture. And she was like calling me by this other name that she didn't know. And she was, she was like, who the fuck is that? But I played it off so smooth, though. Right. You know what I told her my name?
What was the name?
You want to know?
I do.
Yvette. No. But anyway, though, it was Larry.
Larry.
Okay. Lawrence, Larry. So she said, hey, Larry. And then my son, mama looked at, who the fuck is
like,
that?
how does she even know about?
Yeah, but nobody.
Why she know it start with an L?
Yeah, but for sure. So where are you from?
I am from Oakland, California.
You sound like that Mexican on Instagram. Oakland, California.
I'm from Oakland. I'm from East Oakland. I grew up in West Oakland, Acorn, and East Oakland.
Okay.
Yeah, Sobrani, Lacey.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Okay,
Yeah.
like that. You power up. So I
had a wild childhood.
So talk about that, because I like to talk to all my guests, you know what I'm saying, about the beginning. Ain't that right, S? We got to talk about the beginning first before we get to the middle, and then we're going to mix it up with the music. But I want to talk about your life. How was it growing up? What made your childhood so wild? Where do you want to start?
Where do I want to start? It was just wild because my mother was on drugs. My dad wasn't in my life. My mother has 6 children. We all have the same mother, so we all very close. My mother was on drugs. I was in a couple of foster homes with family. One time it was somebody that was not family. It was just wild.
Now, explain that foster system. Like, how does that actually work? Because I've never been in the foster system, but I have stayed with family members. But I mean, it was just like I'm going to my auntie house. How does that work? Like, does a worker come get you and place you? I mean, how does it work, or how did your experience work?
Yeah, I definitely had a social worker, but and she would come like on the weekends. That's when I would see my mom sometimes if she was like, you know, in her right mind or, you know, available or anywhere, you know. But I would have a social worker, and being with family and just my family, sometimes being in their households was like, it was family, but you know, if they have children, then sometimes you get treated differently or their children get treated better. But, you know, that I've experienced a lot. So
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's different for everybody.
It is. It is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, I guess it's easy to do. I try to treat all, you know, my kids, but I had, you know, I mean, my kids are my heart though. Like, I hurt when they hurt. So, you know, but you know, if I had my nephews and stuff like that, I try to treat them all the same.
Yeah.
You know?
Sometimes I lived with my big sister, Kawanda. She just passed away this year. And she took care of us some of the times. I mean, there was incidents where she had to come and get us, you know, because we would say, oh, we're not being treated a certain way. And I wasn't dramatic. I was, out of all my mother's children, I was the one that was like sitting back and just like, y'all, let's just do this a little time. And I was just very observant. And I just knew I wouldn't be in that situation for long. But yeah, like, but it was just wild. It was toxic. It was wild.
Gotcha.
My family is from New Orleans.
Okay.
So just, you know, imagine, you know, just the toxicity from there being from the South, you know, and then colorism and all of this, you know, just a lot.
Gotcha. So it was a bunch of culture shocks coming from the South to the big city and coming from one poverty-stricken condition. And because Louisiana is pretty rough. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
And then coming from West Oakland, East Oakland. Yeah, so I can imagine that.
Yeah.
So this is what I want to know about moms, though. I want to know, was your mom on drugs before you were born, or did you see the transformation?
Oh, no. Before I was born.
Okay.
Before I was born. She had my older sister, Kawanda, at like 14. So she started with drugs at a very young age. She was on drugs when I was born. Like when I was born, like I had that in my system.
Gotcha.
Crack.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know, what was it like when you, what was the transition when you had to go stay like with strangers or people that you didn't know that weren't family? Tell me how that went down.
I remember, like, I want to say every time we was taken out of the home or every time we had to go stay with somebody, it was just, I don't know. It was just like, I just want to go home. I like my toxicity. Like, you know, I like being around my mom, like whether she was high or whatever, like, you know, because I felt like I could, like I was protecting my mom. Like, you know what I mean? I would act like when people would knock on the door because I know they only coming over to get high, I would be like, she's not here. Like, you know, and, you know, I was protecting her. So to leave her, I was just like, I just miss my mom. That's it. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a good relationship today?
Yeah. My mother, I don't know how many years, but she been clean and sober for like years since I was like 15 now.
That's dope.
Yeah. So she got me back when I was 15 years old.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations. And I bet y'all relationship actually got better as she got more sober, correct?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. She's a good mother, very, very loving.
Okay.
Very loving. I have nothing negative to say. Like, I've never brung up her past to her. She's just a good woman.
And how did she change? How did her being sober, like, change? Like, did it have any negative effects?
Change? So what I learned about recovering is that, because I was in her NA meetings with her, like, you know, on the weekends I would come with her. I would be at her NA meetings. I am a EOYDC alumni, so she also took computer classes at EOYDC. So when I would be there taking classes, like African dance, she would be doing the computer, and I was like, oh, this is a chance to see my mom, and I could come see her. But I would say because of the recovery process, I think her recovering with the church, it kind of makes it, she felt like that's something, because that's her first love at this point. Because she just recovered with the church.
Of course.
So a lot of times my siblings, I wasn't tripping like that, but a lot of times my older siblings, they would complain like, you put, you know, Jesus before us and the church before us and stuff like that. So maybe that was a negative thing to a certain extent, but she had to turn to something.
Of course.
And she had to turn to something. And so I'm just like, it is what it is. But a lot of people say, you're supposed to recover with your family so you can, you know, whatever. But my mom, like, she did both.
Yeah.
you know, if you want to put it like that. She did both. But, I mean, negative, I don't see any negative. Like, she's the same person, but she's just not high anymore.
Gotcha.
Literally.
That's dope. That's dope. And I'm glad that you said that because I know how that could be. Because I used to drink every day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't drink. So some people, you know, my relationship has changed with people because I'm a different person. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, imagine if I had a mansion and I let everybody live with me, right? And we throwing parties every night, right? For years. Nobody pays rent. Nobody really cleans up. It's just the party house. Then one day I say, hey, man, y'all could still stay here, you know, but y'all got to clean up and pay rent now. You know, not market rate, you know, $500,
Not
you know.
market rate.
You know, we just have parties, but y'all going to have to clean up and we're going to minimize the parties, not every day.
Yeah.
Of course, people going to say, oh, man, nigga tripping. He's acting funny.
Oh, right.
You know what I'm saying? But that just come with it, you know. So talk about your teenage years.
Teenage years? I mean, I was a child as long as I could be a child.
Okay.
I wasn't fast. Like,
okay.
I wasn't.
Okay.
I can't get my nails done. I couldn't get nothing pierced. My friends was having their nails done at 14.
Yeah.
I was just like.
So you was a good girl.
I was a late bloomer with everything. Like, literally. Okay. I still don't even have children. Like, you know what I mean?
That's just because you haven't found that one.
Maybe that's the.
I mean, what else could it be?
I mean, I don't know.
Like, I feel like Chuck Woolery and shit from the Love. I mean, what else could it be?
But I mean, that was my child. I mean, that was my teen years. I just, you know, I'm a late bloomer. I was a late bloomer. My friends was doing everything before me.
So with that being said, did you start music late or was you? I mean, when did music come into play?
I mean, music came into play when I was 6 years old. And literally. And I wrote a song. And
you still remember it?
Yeah, it's called I'm a Star. And my dad can vouch for it because he wasn't in my life like that. But the first time I met him was when I was 6. And my mom called me downstairs. We lived on Lacey. And he came down. And I came downstairs. And I prepped my song for him. And he, to this day, he'll be like, remember you wrote that song? You got on the floor and start performing it and everything. And like, I don't know where that confidence came from, but yeah. So 6 years old is when I first wrote a song. In my neighborhoods, all my friends knew I sang. I was like always like a, what do you call it? Like when you like lead the group, the leader of the pack. Yeah. And so I started like a girl group. Like,
called what? Was it one of them 3-letter groups?
But I was in a group called Dollhouse with me and my god sister Nunu. But yeah, we would just like be in the neighborhood singing, even the ones that didn't sing. Like, they would be singing. Like, yeah, I found a way to sing because we couldn't afford me to do anything like classes, or it was just doing a cheap route, like being in choirs and stuff.
Well, you do have a very nice voice. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
I'm like this. When I heard you sing, I was like, you know what? She'd be a cool little phone operator.
Oh, my God. It's so crazy. While I was walking down the street one day, and I was talking to my little cousin, and he was being bad, and I was like, you know, hold on to me, like, or hold my hand or something like that. And some dude in the car, I'm like, just out of the blue, I don't know him. He was like, you know, you should be a phone operator. Yeah. Literally. Yeah. I had somebody else say, have you done phone or anything? Yeah. No. I've had artists that be like, can I use your voice just to talk? Yeah. 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 I'm like, I don't know.
Just like that. Because it doesn't sound all like some women, you know, they got them. You know, I know some women that sound like Keith the Sneak. They be raspy.
Oh, my God.
Now, Keith's voice is dope for him, but I don't want to, you know.
I like his voice.
Even if she look good, you know what I'm saying? Like, I go up to a chick, think she, fine, hey, yeah. What's your number? 517.
Oh, my God. You're going to make me drink water.
For sure. So talk about some of the people that you actually worked with in the industry.
Who did I work with? I work with, top of my head, Young Lot. He from Frisco. I work with Tuts. I was in a group. I ended up being
Young Lot, right?
Young Lot, yep. Mm-hmm.
Flood, right?
Yeah, Flood.
Shout out
to Flood Game. Shout out to Young Lot.
Shout out to my Frisco partners, man.
No, for real.
Man, they treat the platform, crazy. Yeah. Shout out. I'm still yelling 415 when I'm fucking with them, man. I love my Frisco family. But shout out to Young Lot, though.
Yeah, shout out to them. They go crazy. They treat me like family. They from Frisco. I'm from Oakland, but I just love the unity on on a section, like,
Okay.
you know. So,
Yeah.
but Young Lad, I've worked with Messy Marv. I did a challenge, and it was called Bass Rock, and I didn't win, but I feel like I should have. But he hit me up and he was like, "What's your number?" I was like, I instantly shot it to him because I'm like, this is a legend. And he called me. He was like, "We in the studio right now, and you didn't win, but we trying to figure out if you won." And I'm like, "I won then." Like, and he was like, but I'm gonna call you later. I'm gonna call you later. And I was like, okay, whatever. And so he called me later and he asked me if I wanted to be a part of his like music group. And I forgot what it was called.
Yeah.
But at the time, I'm a singer. I don't know, but I was rapping it because it was a challenge. And I was just a little spooked because I'm like, wait, hold on a second. I mean, I know I'm from Oakland and I don't want to get all into politics or anything, but I don't know what he got going on. Like, from my understanding, it was a lot going on just from being on the internet. Maybe he was funking with somebody. I don't know. I don't know who to call to ask or anything. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to give you a hard no, but maybe a soft no, but a soft yes. Yeah. I don't know or whatever. And it just didn't work out. It didn't happen. Gotcha. It didn't happen.
Okay. Like, did he ever follow back up and call you? Yeah,
he did. I mean, he actually asked me to get him a room because he was somewhere. And I was like, oh, I don't, like with my ID, he wanted me to use my ID. Like, he's a cool person.
Yeah, shout out to
And
Mesh.
I would help people get a room. I don't, but he did, that was the follow-up. And, asked me, I think, he felt my energy. Maybe I was a cool person, but I couldn't get him a room with my ID. I don't know you yet. Like,
gotcha. Okay.
So, yeah. And then from there, he even started following me when he was only following like 10 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the end of it. And then I think he kind of disappeared.
Yeah. You know what's funny though? Because Mess, right? That's my partner brother. You know, I went to high school with his brother, Keidra. You know what I'm saying? But Messy Marv is dope, but my favorite version of Mess is Cash Lord Mess.
Yeah, that's the version that was communicating with me.
Yeah, Cash Lord Mess, that was with the mechanics where he kind of says something tight, then kind of repeats it a little bit. Okay. And then the echo goes off. That's my guy.
Yeah. The song we had went so stupid. I felt like I did a very good job on that verse.
For sure.
And I'm like, and they didn't even drop it. And then people was telling me to drop it. And I was like, I don't want to cross no lines. I don't know who beat that is. Like, I'll just take my verse and go on somewhere else with it.
You told me that you had dealings with Sugar T too, right?
Dealings, I wouldn't say dealings, but I think when she see me, she recognized who I am. Okay. And of course I recognize who she is. We were acknowledged for the same award from what radio station was that? Not I forgot what it was.
Gotcha.
Ozcat Radio. And it was in the name of T-Mac. He was an artist. He passed away, but his mother name is Monica Mondi and Mama Mac. And she gave me the award, the same award as, Sugar T. And it was hardworking female artists,
Gotcha.
That's just really out here working and positive and things like that. So I was honored.
Is it safe to say that Sugar T is the godmama of the Bay of hip hop?
I would like to think so. I mean, I can't think of anybody else. I can't think of anyone else.
What you say, Steve? I would say so.
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. Sugar T is a real sweet person.
No, super sweet. I have a couple pictures with her. Yeah. Oh, I missed her at Heiro Day, but I don't know about this year, last year.
I think it was the year before.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I missed her that year, but yeah, she just got so much music. She's very consistent. She's passionate about it. Yeah. Yeah, I can't tell her nothing.
So talk about Heiro Day. When you performed at Heiro Day, how was it? How was the crowd? I know it was super hot out there. Tell everybody about that a little bit.
Heiro Day for me, just being honest, Heiro Day was very emotional for me. I went through a lot to even be on that stage. Like literally on that stage, on top of the stage. Like, shout out to Heiro Day. Shout out to everybody who made it possible.
Was it hard for you to get on there because of what?
Well, so I was offered Heiro Day, right? And then by somebody that's in the industry, so to speak. And that person took it away from me. Not only that, But he only took it away from me because I was in connection and I was dating somebody he didn't like. No, literally didn't like. So I think this person might have threatened him before and he just hated his guts. And so, but I'm like, this is my personal life. So this is what I got going on in life.
Yeah.
You don't even know what I don't post. Like, you don't know what I'm involved with. Like, So it's like, and so I was, and my brother passed away.
What was the proximity?
My brother passed away August 16th.
So that was roughly like 2 weeks
No, let
before?
me tell you. Yeah, exactly. My brother passed away August 16th. I got a call from the person who was the manager of that stage that I was on August 16th. He called me before I got the call that my brother died. Literally 10 minutes apart. I have the text messages, the phone calls and the text messages. I have to keep all that evidence so that I can still continue to be on Heiro Day. So he called and he like, who all do you want on your guest list? You got like 5 people you could get in free, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know right now. I just know my big brother, Hakeem. That's it. Then 10 minutes later, I get a call. My big brother passed away. So, during the time my brother passed away, I did have to go to LA and do some stuff. And I did. And then that person saw me with somebody and they called and was like, you're off Heiro Day. He sent me contracts saying that I was like off of it and, whatever. I just kind of got my people involved. It was professional in my opinion. I never responded. I never, did anything to just like, I just felt like the presence of God, and I felt like my brother saying, just don't respond. Don't respond. Just let your people handle it. My lawyer, my representative and things like that. And anyways, I ended up back on Heiro Day. I found out that I was back on Heiro Day at my brother's funeral. The owner of Heiro Day called me, like, you're back on there. I apologize for everything you went through. You don't deserve that. I was like, thank you. And I performed, but my brother was supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And so it was just so crazy to me. And that's literally everything that happened outside of the petty text messages and calls that I was getting, ignoring though. So that's everything that happened. But Heiro Day went crazy. My family was there because they knew my brother was supposed to be there. And everybody was super cool. Like the staff, everybody was cool. I had fun.
Gotcha.
But it was very emotional.
I bet it was.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I seen you did a good job. I thought you did a good job.
You was on stage with me.
Yeah, that was me. Yeah, Love Boy was over there too. Yeah.
That's what's up. I remember him.
How do you feel about Heiro Day not taking place this year though?
Oh, not coming up, or did it? Because I don't know what months it happened.
It's every Labor Day.
Okay. Oh, it didn't happen. Oh, okay. I think people missed out. I think people might have missed out on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was this a bunk summer in Oakland? Art and Soul Festival gone?
See, I already made up in my mind that y'all can have this summer because I'm in my little season of getting my stuff together.
Oh, you're firm.
I want to stunt, Okay. But no, I hope
she's firm. She's turning grape juice to wine.
Right? No, for real. Seriously, for real. So yeah, I think it wasn't as fun as it could be. I love to have fun. I love a good old bike
What
party.
do you be doing? Talk about what you be doing.
I be doing stuff. Like, I was just at Ricky's. There was a little greenside party that happened, and it was super fun. Like,
how many people does Ricky's hold? Is it real big?
It's big. So it's big. It got different rooms. It's a bar, like regular, bar. It looks different now that he passed. It was like, I guess, a little remodeled. But it's big. It got a little outside space in San Leandro. It's where I shot my first video.
Okay.
He when he was living.
Well, speaking of videos, your new video going back to Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that. You was in my bookstore. I seen you. I was like, look at you trying to steal. You better not be in there trying to steal no books.
Oh, my God.
Dancing in front of the bookcase.
Yeah, I shot Going Back to Ghana. Mind you guys, is featuring Ian Kelly, who's a part of MacArthur Maze. Produced by Mark Garvey. He's a producer. He's from Oakland as well. And Luis Montoya shot it. I've worked with him. He shot majority of my music videos. Super dope, super professional. But yeah, I wrote a treatment out for Going Back to Ghana but it didn't come to life. I didn't even attempt to do it. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to shoot content. I need to drop something. And so I did. I reached out to a couple Black-owned businesses, like as far as apparel, to wear some stuff that was Black-owned, and I did. Shout out to Melanin Gang. Shout out to my girl Naya with Dollhouse, her boutique, and On the Runway boutique was in the building. And who else? I forgot. I Visionary Inc. He printed up my producer's shirt. But yeah, we shot it in Oakland at First Friday. It was dope. We had fun.
Now you said going back to Ghana. That means you went.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
talk about that a little bit. You went with who? Dwayne Wiggins?
I did. I went with Dwayne Wiggins. You know, their group, which is Tony.
Now, did you go with Frankie Stickums?
Frankie Stickums and
Dyson?
Dyson, yeah. I went with him. Yeah, and their road manager, JR, the Minister of Information. Yeah, we had fun. I was able to perform with Dwayne. It was dope. I got bit up by like lots of mosquitoes. And it's crazy because I found out that I have the, what's it called?
Some blood type or something?
Jeter's syndrome.
Oh, what is that?
It might be made up or something. I never heard of it. But whatever it is, they said I got it. Because when I get bit by a mosquito, basically I'm allergic to mosquito saliva. So anytime they bite you, you get in their saliva, right? And so I get swollen. Like, I can't walk. Like, my legs, I couldn't walk. I was like, it was crazy.
So how did you get on stage?
I had to do what I had to do. Like, yeah.
How long was y'all out there?
Almost a month. Like, I went like 20-something days.
So it was a good experience?
It was a good experience, yeah. I feel like I got every part of the experience.
So did you sing with Tony?
I did, with Dwayne Wiggins, yeah, on stage. Yeah. Well, Dwayne had a song that the Tonys, they weren't all a part of, and I sang background.
Gotcha. And do you typically travel out the country?
I don't, but I plan to, and I just so happened to had ordered my passport, and then they wanted to go to Africa, and I was like, yeah, my passport is like coming in a couple days. So yeah.
So I want to talk about.
I traveled though, but like that was my first time out of the country.
For sure. Mm-hmm. So do you travel to U.S. to do shows?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have before. I'm not currently doing that.
Where's your biggest fan base at?
Biggest fan base? It's in California.
California?
Right now, yeah.
Are you moving in California?
I feel like I am. I feel like, yeah, I am. I feel like I am.
Okay.
In the Bay Area for the most part. Like.
So so this is what I want to know. I have a lot of rappers on my show. Mm-hmm. You know, I have a lot of mixed group, you know, because I'm diverse and stuff.
All kinds of people.
So I talked to rappers, and I asked them, is the Bay unified? Right? With rappers and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
For singers, are y'all unified? Like, do y'all have like your own underground circuit and network, or is it politics with singers and stuff like that?
I think it's politics in every single department.
Okay.
I think we make it look more prettier because we're singers, and people like, you know, in public. But no, it's the same. It's the same.
Do you think that the Bay gets blackballed in the grand scheme of things?
Blackballed. I don't think blackballed. I think not included, and I think bit off of. Not blackballed. They can't blackball us.
So I got to ask you this question. Do you think that if you had the same talent and you were, let's just say, plugged into Atlanta or New York, do you think that your career would be further?
I cannot say. I think for me, it's really like if it's meant to be, then it's going to be whenever it's supposed to be. I've been so close so many times, in my opinion, close, whatever that means, right? To like being more known, because the reason why I do music is literally just like because it's in me. Okay. I'm not even going after money right now. Like, I'm just literally not. I want more people to know me because I just want people to be inspired for what I do, how I pull up, and just what I got to say, what I got to offer, how I collaborate, and just how I pray. Like people just need to experience it. That's how I feel. And so, yeah, so me being so close a couple times, and I'm like, God, it was just right there. Like, I even feel like with Messi, like, I feel like that was close. I've been around dope producers. I've been around, you know, and then it'd be hard. And then when people try to holler at you, it'd be like, it's awkward because I'm not a good turner downer. You know what I mean? Like, so like somebody holler at me, I'm just like, I don't know what to say. Like, I really
tell them your name is Yvette.
I really want to work. I really want to work.
How do you know if somebody's trying to holler at you and not really want to do some music?
Oh my God. Just simply if they just don't. If they never holler at me. And they just really get in the business, recording, giving me feedback, like, you know, giving me advice, you know. Just
Have you ever like went to the studio and started liking somebody somebody that you actually worked with? Because I mean,
I've never liked anybody. I've never liked anybody who was recording me. I've never liked no producer that was helping me with a beat. I can't bring myself to it. Like,
do you have any celebrity beat crushes then? Shit.
I don't have no crushes.
I don't like you. You play the piano. Oh, square ass nigga play the piano. Yeah, girl, you should see him. He's just in the dark doing this shit. I thought the nigga was Stevie Wonder.
No, I don't have any crushes. Like, I don't have any crushes. I mean, I can easily be like, he's fine. He's cute. Yeah. And just keep it pushing.
Okay, so you work with Adrian Man too.
I did. That is my god brother.
Okay.
And we
good guy too.
Oh no, super dope. Yeah, super dope. Genius. I be thinking sometimes people be smarter and genius more than they know, and they like my big brother. Rest in peace, Hakeem. I feel like he just was always on go in his mind, and I'm just like I be wanting to save him from it. And because I know the only thing that can save him would be music or
How
writing.
Did he end up passing?
In his sleep, like, you feel me? Like, he wasn't a dope fiend or nothing like that, but you know how people are doing recreational drugs?
Okay, gotcha.
Perhaps he got into a hold of the wrong drug. And,
gotcha. Okay.
Yep, and we met him like that, just like, you know, at my sister's house.
Gotcha.
In his room. So yeah, and he's a genius too. Like, my favorite rapper is my brother. Like, you feel me, and a couple other people. So, and I'm just like, people be super great and don't know what to do with it, and then like don't know how to express it all the time. Music, and then if music don't go the way that you want it to, then I don't know. Some people be losing their mind a little bit.
Definitely, especially like when you dedicate so much to stuff, because love is a trip. You know what I'm saying? And you love people, places, and things, and you don't know how it's going to end. So I wanted to have a heart-to-heart with you, right? Right now, you're trying to be this successful Keidra on stage. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, do you have a cutoff point? Like, if it doesn't happen by this, I'm quitting. Or do you feel like I'm riding this till the wheels fall off? Because not only am I doing this for money or this is my dream and I enjoy doing what I do.
Right. I don't think, and I don't even think that emotion would ever come to me. Like, I feel like I'm dealing with the worst part of it. People are a trip. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So, but expound on that. I know people are a trip, but I want to hear. I want you to tell me why you think that.
No, people are a trip because you know, people are emotional and people got their reasons why they do the things that they do. I can't knock nobody. I could just stay out of their way. Like, y'all deal with that. You probably going through a season, or you probably just don't know all that you can know right now. Like, ain't no way you should act a certain way towards people, or maybe you're not my crowd. You're just not my crowd. And I'm very okay with that. Very okay with people not being, you know, or not wanting to deal with me. I could be too much. I could be extra, or maybe too much in a good way or a bad way. I don't know. Like, that's not my job to try to figure that out.
Is it hard balancing a love life and music?
It could be. It could be. I feel like it could be. And then I think sometimes it could be easy. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So what I mean by that, I can elaborate because I've been in a relationship where I do music. Although that person said that he was the reason why of certain things happened for me. And I'm like, but why did that have to be said? Like, you know, so I don't like that. Like, I just don't like that. Like,
What do you mean?
Like, you just have to be open to me being an artist. Like, be open to me being an artist. And I don't know when it can work out for two artists to be together. It just have to be aligned.
Have you ever dated artists?
No, I don't date artists.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Because, you know, sometimes like being an artist, it's hard to date somebody that's not an artist because they don't know, like, you know a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll swear up and down it may be this because just how it looks. And, you know, sometimes people can think that I love you just because we love the same thing and we're sharing this thing that we both love together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So sometimes from the outside eye, it may look like something different.
Yeah. If I'm dating you, you got to be like doing something else. Like I would even take a producer to a certain extent. Like, I would even take a producer to a certain extent.
Oh, the producer.
I would.
Oh, he's back.
Like,
yeah. Oh, he's back. Don't count the nigga out on the keyboard.
To a certain extent.
Stevie! No, you know I'm a damn fool. Hey, watch this. Power up.
Oh, my God. That's funny. I don't look at producers like everybody be looking at them. People be like, oh, that's the producer. And I make beats.
Yeah.
I do not look at that. Like,
okay.
You know, I mean, I might be talking to somebody right now who make beats, and that is not what I need.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's not what I need right now.
Okay. Well, I ain't gonna ask your portfolio. I don't want, you might put your motherfucking your list, the list on the show.
That's funny.
Oh shit, you a damn fool. So you said that you like to write. Obviously, you like to write. Besides music, is there any other writing that you like to do?
I just like to write songs. I really feel like a lot of my songs that I have that nobody even heard yet, I wrote them and I have not put them out yet. Good songs. I haven't dropped them yet because I get in the studio, try to record them or whatever, and it's not coming out the way that I wrote it.
Gotcha.
I can see now. And yeah, so I feel like I'm writing these songs for other people.
Gotcha.
But I have wrote a play before. I just love to write. I love, storytelling. No song that I have, except for 2, pertains to me or my life.
So do you have a ghostwriter?
No.
You write all your own music?
Yeah, I write all my music.
Have you got an ASCAP check yet?
I have.
How did that feel? Talk about when the ASCAP check come in the mail.
I just made a copy of it so I can just kind of put it in the frame and everything, and I'm going to go cash my little check.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Didn't it feel good?
It did. I'm like, okay, so if I made this much and it was this the whole time, imagine me like really going hard.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Gotcha. And are you doing any movies or anything? You got any apparel or you own a company or something?
You know what? I wish I even had anything to bring right now. I feel like I'm just getting back into the swing of things. People who know me know that I work hard and I'm consistent and like to a certain extent. But in the beginning, I was, really working. I had merchandise. I had flyers. I had stickers and posters and all of that I was just like leave in all the places I, enter. But but next time I will have those things. And yeah, I mean, I do have a line though.
Okay.
I'd be wearing my own shirts right now because I don't got no more to give out. But On Stage Ism, that's my new apparel line. I even have Keidra on stage, but I wanted to do On Stage Ism because I want everybody who don't want to wear Keidra necessarily have the On Stage Ism.
Okay. Mm-hmm. You got them in men's?
I do.
You know I'm going to need one.
Oh, no, I got you.
Because I want to be on stage ism.
I got everybody up in here. On stage ism.
For sure. So you're a young lady. You don't have children right now. Do you find yourself having to yearn to give back to people, like the young girls and stuff like that in Oakland?
Oh, yeah, for sure. That comes naturally always because I was a young girl. And I know that sounds cliche, but I understand what I went through growing up. And I'm just like, it's really people out here like that, I actually work with children a lot. I literally just joined. Shout out to Afro Society, Urban Afro Society. I'm so sorry. I love y'all. Because they actually hired me on to be a songwriter for little girls. And so I did that, and it was dope. And it was like 12 girls at a time, and I helped them write a hip-hop song. And they performed it and everything. They even got paid for it. It was so dope. But yeah, I always want to help young girls. I always do. Like, I have a bag of clothes at home, and I'm going to take it down to, it's a couple places in East Oakland East Oakland Collective, I think I can take it to them. And, you know, in hopes that it goes to some girls that need it. I'm always giving. Yep.
Gotcha. And where do you see yourself at in the next 10 years?
The next 10 years. The next 10 years, I see myself in my home, traveling with probably a couple children. I'm healthy and writing for other artists. And then if anybody want me to perform or pull up or show up or speak or something, I can do that confidently, but I'm getting paid when I'm doing it. And yeah.
You know, you probably think like, what is he laughing at?
Yeah, because that was a serious question.
Because you didn't mention that you was going to be having no husband. You just going to have kids by yourself?
Oh, my God.
Do women still want to get married?
Yes, women still wants to get married.
Do you want to get married?
I want to get married.
So why you didn't mention that you was going to have a husband? You just mentioned the kids.
I know, it's so crazy. I didn't mention a lot of things. I didn't mention
No.
I didn't mention a couple of things, but no, you're right. But yeah, married with children.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Because this is how you heard it. I wait you in 10 minutes. In my house with my kids. Fuck that nigga.
That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Hopefully he's
I'm my daddy. So this is the last question before we get out of here, right?
Okay.
If people want to check your music out, what album should they start on?
What album? So like I said, when I first started, it was like 2016. I have an album that's self-titled, Keidra. Okay. And it has like 7 songs on it, I believe. And that was the beginning, you know. That's dope. If y'all want to check that out, I like that album. It's very near and dear to my heart because some of those songs I wrote in middle school. But I'm just like focused on my singles right now.
Okay, the standalone singles?
Yeah, like I got singles right now. So Is You Riding? I love that song. You Hatin' featuring Drop Zone Tiff.
I heard that. That was smooth.
I like that song. Yeah, thank you. And I have I've Bounced Back featuring Adrian Man, and I have Body featuring Goldie. I got a lot of features. I love a feature.
Yeah.
I love a feature. Like, and I know somebody was just talking about like songs, like back in the days, like Al Green them didn't do features and everything. But I feel like I love a feature. I just love the collaboration of it all.
And you know what you should say next time? Who the fuck would Al Green be featuring? Shit.
I know, right?
Fucking Kool Mo D. You know what I'm saying?
I know, right? No,
shout out to Kool Mo D and the Wild Wild West.
Right. But yeah, those are the singles. I love collaborations. I love a good old collaboration. I love a good hook. I love a good first verse and then a clean rapper coming in.
Got you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming. You know what I'm saying? And thank you for showing up on time.
Thank you because, oh my God, on time be wild.
Oh, you have problems being on time, right? I forgot. You are a late bloomer. Power up!
No, right. That was funny. That's funny.
For sure. So tell people where they can find you at.
So yeah, you guys, I'm Keidra. Some of y'all know me as Keidra on Stage. All my social media handles is Keidra on Stage, and yeah, I'm everywhere like YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook. Well, Facebook, I'm Keidra Quillen because my family is there and church people and stuff. So everything don't go to Facebook, but that's where you guys can find me.
I'm glad you actually look like you talk. Because if I heard you on the phone and you talk like this and I showed you was a motherfucking monster.
It's so funny because
I say, Stevie!
No, people be like, is she black?
Yeah.
But I don't know how I sound. Like,
Well, you know, I was sitting up there because I work at a homeless encampment.
Okay.
And I talk, you know, like, oh, so what do you want to do next? Oh, so do you mean that I got to file these next to the home? And one of the girls said, who is that talking like that?
Who is that talking?
That black
Oh,
ass?
you probably be putting on thick though, being professional though. Like,
she said, when I first heard you talk, I'm like, that black ass nigga that
with the gun
that talk white. Well, did you give him your Instagram and stuff?
Wait, but you guys, so I do have a new single. It's called "Going Back to Ghana." It's featuring Ian Kelly. It's produced by Mark Garvey. Y'all gotta check that out. This song, I might get on y'all nerves with this one, but inside the song, I'm talking about some real stuff, and you know, I love my people, Black-owned businesses, and all of that. So, I mean, I hope everybody like it. This is the song of this year. I'm gonna be dropping even after that, but going back to Ghana, it's going worldwide.
And is there anybody that you want to give a shout out that you want to work with?
Who do I want to work with? I would love to work with Love More.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
I would love to work with E40.
Okay.
That's one of my favorite rappers, by the way.
That's the GOAT.
Yeah, like I love him. Like, I worked with Hit Slim already. We've been, you know, I just did something for him.
He been raw since he been La Rue.
Yeah, exactly. I won his challenge too. Yeah. So yeah, those people. It's a couple other people I cannot just think right now. It's some female singers. Jay Songbird. She's a rapper singer. I'm on her album, but you know I got to get her on my album. That's my best friend too. Shout out to my best friend. And who else? Yeah, I mean a couple people.
For sure.
A couple people.
For sure. It was good having you.
Thank you for having me. This is dope.
Long time coming. Well, I'm L-Deez,
sure.
also known Lawrence the One, for another episode of I Need to Know. And as usual, come on, you know what I want. Hey,
Period.
power up.
Power up.